back home. Back way nice and slow. Feel the ebb and flow. But please get sucked out to sea.
Welcome, race fans from around the globe. Here they come, out of turn 4, to the white flag, and it's 1 to go. And welcome back, sim racing fans, to 1 to Go Studios coverage of the 2021 Spring Summer Racing League for the Light Speed Racing League Wilder Graphix Cup Series, presented by the Grid Finder, Wilder Graphix, the Butt Kicker, Sim Speed Shops, and Track Time Entertainment. Tonight we bring you coverage of round 13 live from Watkins Glen International in Watkins Glen, New York. I'm Harold Darter for 1 to Go Studios. The guys are out on the racetrack right now, getting in their 2 laps of qualification. Let's go over the current schedule. Right there is the schedule showing up. Glen now, Talladega, then Charlotte, Nashville, and New Hampshire. As a reminder, all Cup Series events have been moved to Tuesday nights, as we are here Tuesday night for a Cup Series. So those dates move to the following Tuesday. So like I said, we'll be at Talladega next week here on the, let's see here, moving down to Talladega on the 6th, it would look like, and then Charlotte and Nashville, followed by New Hampshire to finish it out. So let's look at the standings currently right now. In our standings there, we have Landon Quisenberry sitting on top with Leonard Frost and Anthony Giuliano, Andy Bergani, Ira Kohlhaas, Dylan Gones, Derek Garrison, Cameron Hearn, Jeff Converse, and Adam Brady. Those are your top 10. Pull up top scoring right now. Landon Quisenberry, the first one to complete a lap, so he's on the top of the leaderboard right at the moment. In the Xfinity cars, Justin Wilson walked away with the win. That no one was near him at all. We have about 6 minutes remaining. So let's hear from our pole award winner, which is Sweatless. Train more, sweat less. And that was our sponsor, Sweatless. Train more, sweat less. They provide a ball cap to our pole sitter. So whenever we're done here qualifying, we will be able to do that. I have been told that they only get 1 hat, so if they get multiple poles, they will still only get the 1 hat from Sweatless. But Anthony gets those out with that sponsor. It's a nice black ball cap that's shown on our title screen. So we got Kathy Joe checking in on the One to Go Studios Facebook page, and so good evening to her, and she's checking out the guys. Only about 10 drivers will actually take to the green flag tonight. So tonight's grid will be presented by the Grid Finder. So let's check in with the Grid Finder. All right, these guys are coming back with their qualifying times. 6 people have gotten actual times currently. Wait for the other drivers to get their times in here. The Grid Finder presents our starting grid and our results. About 3 minutes and 40 seconds. We can get out here one of the guys. The number 5. He's running the 5, but he's being scored as the 11. That's our Chase Berry. That lime green cup car. So you see that he has the time there, but no time on the board because he left the surface of the raceway. If you get an incident point at all and anywhere on the track, it nullifies your qualifying lap. Keith Bouchard in the 64. Trying to get some time in there. Andy Brigani out here in the 4th spot. His number 13 ride. About 2 minutes left. First lap presented by the Sim Speed Shop. Sim Speed Shop specializes in custom Sims racing hardware. Sim Speed Shops manufacture sim racing hardware utilizing the best components available, as well as mixing in real-life racing components when available. Customize your hardware and rig today. Visit www.simspeedshop.com today. About a minute and a half left here. About 45 seconds left in qualifying. Finishing up here, and that is the end of qualifying. So let's check out our pull award. Should be to Justin Wilson. I gotta get his car in there. That's actually Cameron Hurst's car, but Justin Wilson is put a cap on that pull award winner for tonight. Going into our grid, Justin Wilson on row 1, outside him Landon Quisenberry. Johnny Rapp will be inside of row 2, a newcomer. Andy Brigani outside of him in row 2. Row 3, Chandler Summers and Joe Marotta. Anthony Giuliano and R. Berry will be in the 4th row. 9 is Charles Whitehead and Brandon Ayers. And rounding out will be Keith Bouchard and Watkins Glen International here. This is the Cup system that will be running tonight. The old Cup system. I had to reload our overlays. Anytime that iRacing does an update as large as they did today, it usually causes a small problem, but we'll get through it here. As we're already green flag, so we must have done a short start for these guys. Apologize for that. There's Justin Wilson. He's off the 5-second lead already. Landon Quisenberry, like he had an issue. He wasn't able to take to the grid, so we have 9 drivers out on the racetrack. The group of the drivers back here. It's the 17 of Anthony Giuliano with the 5 of Joe Marotta, and that would be R. Berry, who's also in the 5 but being scored as the 11. So kind of a small little pack back here, and there's Ayers with him. We're working lap number 2 of the 61 laps tonight. Justin Wilson puts up the fastest time at 1:12.755. Shard on pit lane. Andy Briganti with Anthony Giuliano behind him as they come through the bus stop. Number 11 of Barry right there with Murata. Glen and Quisenberry has reconnected, but he's still not on the racetrack. Off of the grass is at 11 of R. Berry. Oh, Anthony Bergani around. A 4-car pack here between second and fifth. Through the bus stop. And Landon Quisenberry has rejoined the service. See the 8 sliding through the grass. Actually, the 5 through the grass, sorry. And 12 Sommers is there currently on your screen. And that 71 of Rapp. Barry and Giuliano now have jumped into about a 3-second gap over the 4th place driver. So this is second and third. Wilson's off to a 20-second lead after the completion of 5 laps, as he's running about 6 seconds faster than the rest of the field. So a couple of few new drivers with us: Rapp, Summers, Ayers, and Barry, and Bouchard as well. So about half of the drivers are new. Regulars are Wilson, Giuliano, Murata, Bergani, and Quisenberry. We're working lap 7 here. Looking at Summers with Rapp behind him, and Andy Bergani kind of off in the distance there. So cutting through the grass. Coming off the final corner down the front straightaway. So lap number 8, we have the 8 of Ayers and Anthony Giuliano going 3rd and 4th here as Barry has moved up into the 2nd spot. And the number 5, Joe Murata, coming up onto the 17. As race leader Wilson, 24 seconds is his advantage over the field. Working lap number 8. Wilson, your leader. Barry, then Ayers, Giuliano, and Marotta. Still on the lead lap is Summers, Rapp, and Brigante. Looks like Bouchard is getting some major work done as he's being scored 7 laps down. 17 and the 5 both going awful wide, coming off of the tunnel corner there, that short shoot over the tunnel. And back around the last 2 turns here. Doesn't look like they got in anything. Alright, so Joe in the 5, followed by the Sommers and Rapp. As you see the 3 of them, one that's to be for 4, 5, and 6 on lap number 10. And while the field is spread out, let's go ahead and throw it to Wilder Graphics. So if you check them out on Facebook, take a ride on the wild side. Alright, take a ride on the wild side. If you're looking for a new set of threads, new paint for your cars, your helmets, your body, whatever you need, check them out on Facebook, Wilder Graphics. They are the title sponsor for the Light Speed Racing League Wilder Graphics Cup Series here on Tuesday nights. We're looking at lap number 12 while we were at commercial there. Brandon Ayers is around and ended up losing his position and moved back to the 7th position. And as well as Anthony Giuliano falling back into the 6th spot. So Wilson off to a 27-second lead with Barry, Rapp, Summers, and Marotta. Eight cars on the lead lap. Landon Quisenberry, who's had a connection issue, showed 4 laps down. And then Keith Richard is 9 laps down in pit lane. Looks like he's back out on the racetrack now, though. The number 64 rejoining the track. So 10 drivers on the racetrack. In the 5 doing battle coming up to the bus stop. 17 takes the spot, goes around the 5. Andy Bergani into the wall. Well, that's gonna hurt him and probably be the end of his night. He's in pit lane right now. Pretty hard hit there. Bergani into the 8th spot. 14 of the 61 finished here. So Wilson has a 28-second lead over Barry. And then it looks like from Rapp back to Joe, and from 3rd to 6th, pretty even there, about 7 seconds from the front to the back, from 3rd to 6th, I should say. And then Ayers is about 10 seconds behind him. As we're finishing about 25% done. $15 of the 61, as we see the 17 and the 5. That is the battle for the 5th spot, with Giuliano currently holding that 5th position. About 5 seconds in front of them is Sommers. And Wilson with a 28-second lead right now. And Wilson's catching the number 8 to put the 8 down a lap. Anthony Giuliano on an inboard camera here. You see him and his hands as you see the avatar and the VR headset being used there, and Anthony's onboard camera presented by Sweatless. You hear that throttle control being used, and you can see his foot there. And then that Sweatless machine with Joe behind him. They're coming around that final right-hander. Gonna watch him coming down the hill and see how much effort he has to do for turn number 1. You see the brake being applied there as they're coming through turn number 1. He goes back through the gears and up the S's. Up and over the bridge. And coming around the back stretch. Heading into the bus stop. We watch his hands here for the bus stop. A lot of hand movement going through there. We're finishing lap 17. The 17 and the 5 continue to work side by side, finishing up lap 18 here of the 61. Next week, we will be heading out to the next race will be at Talladega. We'll have to double check when that's going to be. It was going to be the Friday night before the 4th. We were going to skip that week. I'm not sure what their plans are now. It'll be the day after the observed 4th of July day on the 5th. So. We're working lap 19 of 61 here. Okay, so according to what I'm seeing, it'll be Dega for the 6th and the 7th. Not sure what we'll be doing tomorrow night. I'll have to get back with the guys and find out. And you see Joe getting around Anthony, so this is a nice little battle between the two admins here for Lightspeed. as Wilson and Barry are separated by 30 seconds right now. So pretty much the battle between Murata Giuliano and that's the race leader of Wilson that's behind these guys. So Wilson going to try to tiptoe his way around the 17 and the 5. Put these guys a lap down. And at lap 20, or at the completion of lap 19, caution has flown. So that'll be caution at the completion of lap 20 for competition. First competition caution, and we will send it to the kicker. The butt kicker 2, feel what you've been missing.
Butt kicker, feel what you've been missing. Get yours today at www.thebuttkicker.com and be sure to use promo code LSRL for 20% off.
Head on over to the butt kicker and save yourself some money. That's 20% off using the code LSRL. So check out the butt kicker. Now everybody could be coming around here, probably getting tires and fuel, as we've completed a third of tonight's laps. And the wave rounds have been given. So Ayer's still a lap down, Bergani down 3, Quisenberry down 3. And it's like Bouchard down 10 laps. And it's 58 brings them down pit lane. Like Ayers is going to stay out to get around the pace car here. So looks like the pace car's lights are still on, so we have another pace here. Going 2 laps to green is what I'm showing on the race control there. Lights are out on the pace car now, so we'll get back to green flag here momentarily. Gonna wave the 8 around, put him on the lead lap. So Brigani down 2 laps, Quisenberry down 3, Bouchard down 11. As we're gonna get ready to go back to green flag racing here when the pace car comes off the corner. Justin will be leading us to the green flag. And 48 laps remaining. No, I think I was right there. 38 laps remaining. And here comes the 58 to the green flag. We're back to green flag racing. See the guys coming down in the turn number 1 through 6 right there on your screen. Looking at the 71 of Wrap. Going down turn number 1, going up into the hill to the S's. We hear the number 12 of Chandler Sommers, followed by Joe Baroda and Anthony Giuliano. Oh, a 5 jumping the curb. Ooh, hard hit there from the number 5. He's gonna try to get that thing out of the sand trap. That would be number 11, R. Berry, in that green. He's having some connection issues, as we can tell here. That moves him down in the 6th spot. The guys coming through turn number 1. The hill to the S's. Wilson leading by just shy of 2 seconds right now. With Rapp in the 71 right behind him. Is anyone dealing with a lap car, that 75 of Landon Quisenberry, being shown 3 laps down right now. Working lap 25. Working lap 26, there's a 75, Landon Quisenberry currently in the 9th spot, 3 laps down. Coming through the bus stop behind the number 71 in the 2nd spot. Joe Moroto around he goes in the bus stop. He grabbed the inside of the apron there and upset that car. There's a number 5 coming right around him there. So put Barry back up in the 5th spot, put Joe in the number 5 and 6th. Justin Wilson just set the fastest time of 1:12.6 as a 5-second lead over Rapp. And here on the number 12 with Chandler Sommers, he's about 2 seconds behind Rapp and 9.5 seconds behind the race leader. And here on Rapp, that's our 2nd place car. And Keith Bouchard has disconnected from the service. Down to 9 cars on the lead lap, and the 71 sliding all over the front stretch. Able to keep the car off of the walls, though. And that puts the number 12 of Chandler Sommers into the 2nd spot. 11 seconds behind race leader Justin Wilson. A battle here for 2nd between Sommers and Rapp. Closest battle on the racetrack. Then lap number 30, 71 around that number 12, so he regains the second spot. Halfway here on lap 31 of tonight's scheduled event. As we're looking at as Barry and Giuliano, and then back here now Marotta and Ayers. Working lap 32 to the 8 and the 5. That's the battle for 6th. They are the closest battle on the race track right now, as Barry and Summers are for 3rd. Is also a battle that's starting to pick up a little. Andy Briani and Quisenberry both 3 laps down. Top 7 on the lead lap at lap 33. So give us time to head out to another one of our presenting sponsors, the Grid Finder. Find your place on the grid. That's the Grid Finder. Find your place on the grid. If you're looking for a broadcaster, you're looking for a league, looking for a painter, you're looking for just about anything for iRacing, Assetto Corsa, or any of the other online racing systems, check out our Grid Finder at thegridfinder.com. Check them out today. Number 5 heading down to pit lane, it looks like. So Wilson out to 20-second lead now over Rapp and Barry. Stommers and Giuliano in 5th. The race leader around the number 8 to put the 8 down down a lap. That's Brandon Ayers. So top 5 on the lead lap as we're coming through the bus stop with the number 58 at Justin Wilson. Quisenberry and Rapp now moving through the bus stop. Working lap 36 of the 61. Working lap 36 of the 61. We hear the number 11 has moved up into the second spot over Johnny Rapp. So the 11 of Barry has moved his way up through the field, and there's the 75 as he off the turn number 1 into the corner there. And the 17 almost in the same spot there as the 75. Wilson out to about a 25-second lead, working lap 38 of the 61. We got about 25 laps left. We're at about 1:15s is Justin Wilson. Wilson, still 25-second lead. Look at that, the 12 of Sommers, as he's coming up on lap traffic of Andy Briganti. And Landon Quisenberry coming up behind him. Both lap down. And Sommers in the 4th position. So pretty much spread off all the way around the track. Closest battles 3.5 seconds. That's wrapped behind Barry. Going down to turn number 1 is that 12 car, as we're working lap 39 of the 61. Working lap 40 now. And let's look at Barry, as he's trying to whittle into that lead that Wilson has. So 21 laps left here. It's Joe going wide in turn number 1. Oh, and he comes out and into the wall. Grabbed that corner of that grass, and around he went. He's stuck in that wall, it looks like. So Ayers is now down 11, but the caution has come out. Be our second and last competition caution. So we'll take it to the butt kicker.
Butt kicker. Feel what you've been missing. Get yours today at www.thebuttkicker.com and be sure to use promo code LSRL for 20% off.
Be sure to use that code LSRL if you're looking for a butt kicker. And we also have our title sponsor, Wilder Graphix. Take a ride on the wild side. Take a ride on that wild side today. Looking for a new paint for any of your needs, just get a hold of Anthony Giuliano and the guys over there at Wilder Graphics today. These guys getting fuel, tires. Like Barry, but the pretty darn good. Barry, Sommers, and Rapp, really good pit stops. Wilson still on pit lane, has just now gotten off in the 5th spot. Not sure if he did that on purpose, but the new race leader is R. Barry. It looks like Joe Murata has disconnected as his car sustained too much damage in that collision with the turn 1 wall. So 8 drivers on the racetrack, 6 on the lead lap, with Wilson taking the end of the line to start the next segment. We'll be heading out to Talladega next week for the Cup Series. Lights are off on the pace car. We'll have about 16 laps remaining when we go back to green flag racing. Justin Wilson was putting down about a minute 15 per lap. About 20 minutes remaining in racing. We will go green through the remainder of the race. Getting ready to go back to the green flag here. So we're 2 turns to the checkered flag, well, to the stripe, I should say. With Barry leading the way, Sommers in second, Rapp third, then regular Anthony Giuliano, Ayers, and Justin Wilson in the 6th and final spot on the lead lap here. So Barry, their leader, slight edge over Sommers with Rapp and Giuliano Wilson moving up to the 5th spot. Quisenberry a little bit high there, going through the grass, cuts down in front of the 8. He's off the racing surface. That's Barry, not Giuliano, up to the 2nd spot. Wilson in 3rd. Barry leading, Giuliano 2nd, 3rd is Wilson. So Wilson behind that 17. They're about 3 seconds behind race leader Barry. Wilson now around Giuliano, and he's looking now to get up to Barry, who's at a 3.5 second lead. Rapp is with him as well. So the 58 and 71 look to catch up to the 11 car. Here's race leader Barry. 71 slides around. That's Rapp. He's going to go all the way back to 5th there. Oh, and the 12 comes around, sees him, and locks his tires up. Quisenberry goes around both of them. Andy Bergandi coming around as well. Sommers came around that corner. Did not expect to see Rapp sideways. Locked him up. Turned himself sideways as well. Barry's lead 2.3 now over race leader, over the fastest car there, Wilson, who's working his way up to catch Barry with 14 laps to go. Barry's last lap 1:13.5, Wilson's 1:13.08. So Barry's turning it on now that he's up in the front by himself. Thirteen laps left here. See the 17 and the 8, that's for 3rd. Wilson within 2 seconds now of Barry. Giuliano and Ayers, 3rd and 4th here. Both of them sliding a little bit in turn number 1. The lead between Wilson and Barry, 1.5 seconds. Wilson shrinking that lead of Barry by 1 to 1.5 seconds. 11 laps left tonight. And you see that gap shrinking there with 58 coming out of the carousel. Justin Wilson trying to regain the lead from Barry. We have 10 laps to go here. We're down to turn number 1. Wilson has pretty much caught Barry. That's 8/10 the separation as they're coming into the bus stop with 10 laps to go here. And Justin Wilson has caught Barry. Is starting to work, trying to find a way to get around him. You see that Wilson that time just hopped the apron. 9 laps left as we're coming into the bus stop here. And Wilson just within a car length now through the carousel. Coming off that final corner, back to the flag man we go, the 58 and the number 11, 1-2 here. Wilson looking for an opportunity to get around Barry. Turn number 1, up the hill to the Essence. up the hill to the bus stop. Wilson on the outside, Barry on the inside. Wilson backs out, looks for trying to get it underneath him for the carousel. Not gonna be able to get there. He hopped the apron. The 8 laps to go here. Final 2 corners. Now turn number 1. 7 laps. There's your race leader. Down to the stripe here. Now to 6 laps to go. Barry still holding the lead over Wilson. A little bit of smoke off of Barry's car there. Jennifer Giuliano checking in on Facebook Live saying go Anthony, who's currently in the 3rd spot, about 21 seconds behind this group. Oh, Justin Wilson threw the grass off of the second to last corner. Puts Barry back to a 1.5 second lead with 5 laps to go. So through the tunnel, through the bridge here, carousel. Up through the bus stop. I think Charles Summers had a little issue there, and Anthony Giuliano just a little slow. Now coming off the carousel. Through the short chute here, and then the final 2 corners. All right, should be 5 laps to go now as we see the ticker change there. Wilson and Barry continue to battle for the top spot. Anthony Giuliano sitting in 3rd. Ayers behind him in 4th. Sommers in 5th. Everybody else a lap down. We have 3 cars that are in the trailer. So 7 cars racing, 5 on the lead lap. Justin Wilson back on the deck lid of Barry with 5 laps to go through the carousel here. And then onto the short chute, and then the final 2 corners. Wilson looking to set up the pass, coming to that final left-hander. Well, Barry makes the block. Wilson will have to wait. Coming to the line, we've 4 to go. Barry was definitely loose coming off that corner, giving Wilson the shot to come down and get into front of him and on the inside line into turn 1. So give the race back to number 58 of Wilson, as Barry has to go back to second spot to see if he can make the pass on Wilson to regain the lead, as these two battle it out for the last 4 laps. Coming out of the bus stop with 4 to go here. Wilson starting to stretch that lead out to 3/10. Barry trying to hold him within an eye shot so that he can make another pass, try to regain the lead. Have a lap car coming into the picture as well. Race leader is Wilson, about a half a second over Barry. Giuliano has a 3-second lead over Ayers, and then Sommers in 5th. Wilson is caught up with Brigante there. Andy Brigani is now, he's got about a 1.5 second lead over Barry, as Barry has to try to get around Brigani. Wilson coming off that final corner, sees the 2 sticks in the air, showing 2 to go signal from the flag man. So sticks out to the race leader of Wilson. Wilson now with a 2-second lead over Barry. Looks like things are heating up for the 3rd spot with Giuliano and Ayers. The race leader Justin Wilson, as he's coming down to the white flag in the air. Final lap, 1 to go, presented by Wendigo Studios. Justin Wilson needs to make it one more circuit around in the lead to take the checkered flag here at Watkins Glen, here in Watkins Glen, New York, for the Wilder Graphix 61. presented by Wilder Graphics. Final time through the bus stop of the 58 of Wilson. Through the carousel. And the short shoot here. 2 more turns for the checkered flag for Wilson. Checkered flag out for Justin Wilson. Flagman has it high in the sky, and he will win at the Glen, with Barry coming in second. Go back and check with Giuliano and Ayers, see who will get around for the 3rd spot here. Giuliano coming down to the checkered flag here for the 3rd spot. Ayers will take 4th. Behind him will be Sommers. It looks like everybody has finished. So your final results for tonight, presented by Grid Finder. Find your place on the grid for the LSRL Wilder Graphics 61 at the Glen. Wilson, your winner. Barry, 2nd. Giuliano, 3rd. Ayers, 4th. Sommers and Bergani, 3 laps down. Quisenberry, Rapp, Murata, and Bouchard. I have Anthony Giuliano, the only person we're able to catch up with. He's in 3rd, man. The Glen proving difficult for most of the drivers today with this looks like pretty hot temperatures out there, and these cars quite heavy for this track.
Yeah, man, it was kind of tough. Real greasy going up through the S's and through the bus stop and all that stuff, but yeah, it's always a fun track to run, and some guys are, you're racing the track, you're not racing the car here. That's just how it goes. But yeah, I mean, having these guys come in, a couple of Justin's buddies, having some fun. It was pretty fun to race with those guys, and I think we are trying to get them over here in Discord for interviews too.
Okay. Yeah, I see a couple of them over there. See that both of them, so we can move them over into the waiting area. But I got you on the camera. You can wave to your peoples.
What's going on, fellas?
You know, everybody likes that little camera there. And so the Sweatless car put it in 3rd place tonight. And looking over the schedule, did we move both races to next week for Dega? We're going to skip tomorrow?
I'm not sure. I think we're going to talk about it tonight. We may go ahead and run Dega tomorrow, and then run Dega on Tuesday next week with the Cup. So We just got to figure that out. I'm pretty sure that's what we're going to end up doing is running Dega tomorrow. So should be pretty fun. Again, thank you guys for doing what you do, putting on the broadcast. Always got to thank my wife for letting me come up here and do this. And it's a lot of fun hanging out with these guys and just getting away from work and everything else during the day. So appreciate her for that. Also Sweat Less sponsors, Butt Kicker, Wild Graphix, Grid Finder, everybody that helps us out. Really, really appreciate everything they put into it. So yeah, and I'll shout out to Dilly G. Couldn't make it tonight. If he could have, he probably would have whipped a lot of us here, but had to work, and but he's put in a lot of time with me on these road courses, so he's helped me out a ton, and even Justin before the start of this race helped me out. So a lot of fun learning some stuff on these road courses, because not my favorite or strong suit, but it is fun.
All right, Anthony Giuliano, we'll see you at the next race at Talladega. You let me know when it's going to be. We'll see you then.
10 forward. Thank you.
All right, going to move on to Chase Berry. Chase, you're in the booth, man. We had you guys come up here just to come play with us at Margaritaville 5. You scored with us on the 11, and it was you and Wilson at the end there kind of going at it for the last few laps.
Yeah, it was fun, man. It was definitely a pucker moment, man. I was trying to run away from him, but he's just so fast. I couldn't do anything. Decided to sit there and let him eat into the lead.
No, he waited till 5 to go to get around you. I thought you were gonna have something. He went off track. I think the second to last left-hander up into the gravel once gave you a little bit of a shot, but you kept the car fairly clean and out of the way, and were able to bring home a second. So you want to thank anyone before we let you go?
Thank these guys for letting us run. I mean, I know it's like special. I guess we can let us run with them, and Justin for letting us know about this and getting us in here, and KB's all around shop for doing decals and all that for me at the house and all that good stuff. And congrats to Justin. He raced a hell of a race.
All right, Chase, we'll talk to you soon, hopefully, with another one of the races here with the light speed.
All right, Timbo.
All right. And we're going to go and move to bring Justin in. All right, Justin, you got a Margaritaville sponsorship now. How'd you do that?
I just painted it on the car. Actually, a buddy of mine actually painted this car, old Randy Bechtel.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere, right?
Hey, yes, sir.
Or he says, keep it between the navigational buoys, right? Is that what you did tonight?
Oh, yeah. You have to do that here. You got to keep it on the pavement.
Yeah, I saw just a little bit of time. I mean, the grass here can definitely upset the car, and there are a few spots that you don't know it's there, and like there's not a lot of grass like heading up into the bus stop. There's just enough grass to upset the car. If you get it up there.
And you lose all that traction and done for.
It's just amazing how the physics work with these cars. Looked like it was very hot out there, and you had to really take care of the car, which you did a really good job of keeping the car together and on the racetrack. And I'm not sure, did you put yourself back in 6th, or did you have some damage that you needed repaired?
No, I had some technical difficulty. I lost sound on that run, and I could not get it back. I didn't get my sound back until I crossed the checkered and had to go up and reset everything. I was trying to do it under the yellow, but I'm trying not to get too far behind. So I was trying to reset everything, and I just couldn't get the sound to work. And so I just had to run the rest of the race without sound, which is extremely hard to do.
Oh, I hear you. In the Glen that I did with the 6 hour that was just a while ago. Yeah. And because I'm a broadcaster, so I do all these different sounds going from all these different channels and stuff. I had somehow tied all my sound to one bar, so I couldn't hear my actual sponsor, my spotter over the sound. So I under one of our pit stops, I was able to switch it really quick, and I went back out there and I said, just so you know, the last hour I couldn't hear a thing you said.
Yeah, well, my problem is I couldn't hear anything at all. Like that, my whole headset was out.
Wow.
That was not fun, but we made it work. I mean, Chase put on a really good battle there at the end, and he's always been fast, and I just had to get close to him to get him to start messing up. And the problem is when he started messing up, I couldn't see my breaking point, so I would break when he broke, and then next thing you know, we're flying off into the grass like 2 laps in a row, and I was like, okay, let me just throttle back a little, recoup, and then attack, and that's what I had to do to get by him. But like I said, hats off to Chase. He's a good friend of mine for a long time, and he's getting pretty good at this.
Yeah, I saw the pass was made in the final right-hand turn. It's like you caught him. It looked like you might have actually got him a little arrow loose coming off of the last corner because he wasn't able to power onto the gas, and then you beat him down into turn number 1.
Oh yeah, like I said, I was noticing behind him that when he was trying to get the run off the corner, he was losing the traction in the rear end. So I had to wait for that moment for him to lose grip, and then make sure I didn't do the same. And that's what happened on that last turn there. And then just the battle down into turn 1.
All right, Justin, here's your opportunity again to tell the folks who you want to thank for the checkered flag tonight.
Well, I want to thank you guys for putting us on, and Anthony. This is my first cup race I was able to make. It's kind of hard to make them. Try and make the ones that I can, and everybody that showed up and all the guys that came. I mean, that was fun. I enjoyed it.
All right, well, I guess the admins are discussing what they're going to do, if they're going to run Talladega next week or tomorrow night with the Xfinity cars. So we'll have to keep that in mind. I think currently right now on the schedule it shows next week. But we will bring in the cups next week, next Tuesday at Talladega. That is a for sure thing on the 6th. So hopefully we'll see it at one of those races.
Yeah, I'll definitely try to make them.
All right, Justin Wilson, your race winner for tonight here at the Glen. All right, we're going to go back over your race summary real quick here. We had Justin Wilson, the winner and the fastest car. 11 cars started the race. 2 cautions, 6 laps. Those were both competition yellows, and that's provided by Track Time Entertainment. Lottie Travel World provided our weather. It's track temperature there, 99 degrees. Lottie'sTravelWorld.com. Take care of all your travel needs. Check out Lottie'sTravelWorld.com. Final results again: Wilson, Berry, and Giuliano. See your top 10 there here at the Glen. We're going to be heading to Talladega next. So until then, we'll see you at the next turn.
What an exciting race brought to you by One to Go Studios. Here they come out of turn 4 to the white flag, and it's 1 to go. Thank you to all.